Hello guys, hope you're doing well. Today I'd like to give you more knowledge about mortgage and to give you a bit more details and what are the requirements, what are the criteria, and in which case you will be qualified to get a mortgage. So first of all, I would like to discuss about the mortgage period. For example, the minimum mortgage you can get in Dubai, it's 5 years, and the maximum duration you can get mortgage is 25 years. However, it depends on your current age. For example, if you're right now, let's say 50 years old, unfortunately the bank won't give you 25 years mortgage. So going further to the mortgage amount you can get as a loan as being an expatriate and resident in Dubai, which is very important. So being an expat, the maximum mortgage amount you can get from the bank will be 80% from the property value. And if you are local, you will get 85%. So it means that if you're an expat, you must have a 20% as a savings in order to buy a property, and if you're local, you need to have 15% from a property purchase price as a down payment. However, for example, it doesn't mean that if you want to buy a villa for 20 million, the bank will lend you 80% from this from the purchase price. I'll talk later about this. And for those who are new to Dubai's mortgage market, I'd like to share a certain insight about the interest rate. So some people think that in Dubai the interest rate is 1 or 2%. Actually, is not really true. 1 or 2% can be fixed by a certain bank as a promotion in order to sell more mortgages for only initial period. For example, the bank can fix your mortgage as being a 2% or 2.5% or even sometimes 1.5 or 1% even for a certain amount of years. For example, the bank will fix your interest rate for 3 years. It will be, let's say, 2%, and then after 3 years your interest rate will be changing, right? So in average, if we take the complete mortgage period, the average interest rate in Dubai will be between 3 and 5%. If you're the resident in Dubai and if you are employed by the company or employee of a certain organizations, there are certain documents required from your side or certain criteria in order you to get your mortgage. So first of all, you must have a valid residence visa, obviously. So it will be first passport, it will be your visa, and it will be your Emirates ID. So this is the group of documents which we call identification, right? Afterwards will be required the original salary certificate issued by your HR department, addressed to the bank, saying that, for example, Mr. Smith is the employee of XYZ company and he has a salary of, for example, 15,000 or 20,000 dirhams. So this will be another document, which is a salary certificate, and another document will be the last 6 month bank statement. Last 6 month bank statement. And in order for you to be qualified to get a mortgage, your company must be sending you or transferring you salary through so-called WPS system, which is a government system, wage protection system. So your salary should be 6 times transferred to your account. So sometimes what happens, for example, let's say Mr. Smith arrived in Dubai 6 months ago, and so he started working actually without having a visa, right, stamped in his passport. So first, let's say 2 months, the company paid Mr. Smith salary in cash, right? So then the last 4 months salary were transferred through the bank through a system called WPS. So in this case, Mr. Smith will not be qualified to get mortgage. So salary should be transferred through WPS, as I said, 6 times. All right, if you are a business owner in Dubai and you're self-employed, right? So you're a business owner or you're self-employed, right? Or you're the partner in the organization. In order for you to be qualified for a mortgage, you will need to first of all provide your passport, Emirates ID, and visa, of course, and then you need to provide 1 year bank statement versus 6 months when you're employed. And another document that you need to provide is last 2 years audit of your firm or of your organization or of your entity which you are in charge of. So this will be the documents.
I'm a queen, I'm a queen.
Now, if you're employed, if you want to obtain a mortgage, your minimum salary should be 10,000 dirhams for Dubai Islamic Bank and for other major banks like Dubai Islamic Bank, also a major bank. For example, for other banks like Emirates, NBD, Emirates Islamic, Mashriq, Right Bank, and so on, your minimum salary must be 15,000 dirhams. Okay, now coming back to explaining how bank will give you 80% of the purchase price as a mortgage. So for example, let's imagine for a second that your monthly salary is 20,000 dirhams. So your annual salary will be 240,000 dirhams. So your annual salary, which is 240,000 dirhams, we multiply by 7. And we get 1,680,000 dirhams. So this is the mortgage amount that bank can finance you, theoretically. So for example, if you are going to buy a villa for 20 million, bank will only give you 1,680,000 dirhams. So any of your liabilities like credit card, car loans, and so on will be deducted from your net salary when the bank will be doing a calculation to give you the mortgage. However, if you have some additional assets like properties and so on, this can be added and bank can give you, instead of 1.68 million, bank can give you, for example, let's say 1.8 million. That is possible. However, also if you have a partner, let's say husband or wife, the salary of husband and wife also can be considered in mortgage, and let's say from 1.8 it can grew to 1.9 even. And however, let's imagine you work for any multinational company. You work, let's say, on a high designation, and you work for a multinational company for let's say like 5 or 6 or even maybe 10 years. In this case, bank will consider, and bank can make an exception by giving you, instead of 1.8, now 1.9 million. So that's all possible. And keep in mind that in terms of interest rates, policies, procedures, all banks are almost the same. There is no significant difference actually, right? So all of them the same. And keep in mind, if you're buying a property, except this 20, if you're an expat, instead of 20% of down payment, you're also gonna need additional 6%, right? So you need to pay 4% to the Dubai Land Department to register your property, and the standard market practice of agency commissions is 2%. So don't keep in mind also to add another 6%. However, some banks can give you an offer and might either fully or partially cover this Dubai Land Department and agency fee as well. So you can talk to your banker. All right, so I hope this information was helpful for you. Thumbs up, subscribe, and have a good day. Bye-bye.